And it's loading here. Just one more minute. Yeah, we are online now. Just let me mute this here. Yeah, let's do it. So, let's start with the question number one. I'm gonna start with you, Rafael, okay?
Okay.
Why do you think more people are choosing to have children later in life or not at all? It's a good one.
Yeah, I think so. It's a good question. To me, I think the most two things, but all linked by the economic reasons. So the people nowadays it's so household expensive to have a children and to give to the children's household at the basic. And it's not anymore like in the past moments when the people also that had children's just to children just to also that to help with the job with the work. So have children in the past were something more also light to have another people to help with the also that to gain money. Nowadays is not more like that. So it's the children is someone that you have also a child. It's someone that you have to protect, to have to also that to give all the opportunities. So it's in our society, rights and access are also that goods, and you have to buy for it. So unfortunately, to have education, healthy, and other leisure, I don't know how to say it so much. You have to pay for it. So it's the one reason. The first, I think, to me, it's the most important. The second one, I think, is the people are dreaming how so that individuals the different things, because before we the most important dream for everyone was to have a family, and this kind of family, not how so that all kind of families, but the family of all. I will find my soulmate. After we will have this how to say that a kid, we will buy a big house, and that is was the cinemas of happiness. And today is not like that anymore. The people are dreaming with other things, like how so they should travel to achieve a good position in the job, something like that. So I think two big reasons are like that. And the third one, just to add a little bit more, is something more. Uh, we have to pay attention. So it's not just about money. It's to have to be a good father, to be a good mother, and to do this, you have to devote so much time of your life for a child, and all these dreams are a little bit conflict. So that's it to me.
Thank you so much, Rafael, for that detailed answer. I truly believe that one of the most or the major reason why people nowadays think about not having kids at all, or at least wait a little bit more, is because of economic factors. But now I would like to know from you, Dayani, why do you think this phenomenon is becoming like normal nowadays? That it's people having children later or not having them at all?
I I don't understand. My speech will be short, okay? Why? Because modern life demands a lot, and there is a lacking of time. Understand? Sorry.
Oh, no problem, no problem at all. I got your point, and it's I totally agree as well. The lacking of time, and I think it is one side effect by something that Rafael brought to the table. That it's people are like trying to seek money, try to seek successful, perhaps succeed on work or buying a new car, buying a new house. And when they are so worried about that, they are so busy as well on that. So as a result, we don't have time for thinking about in children, and we start thinking twice. Oh, if I have one child, perhaps I won't be have money, or I won't be have I won't have time for myself for the things that I want to achieve, and it's an important factor as well. Thank you so much, Diane, for your opinion as well, Rafael. In my case, I believe that it's as well the economic factor. It's one of the most prominent, I want to say, and the second question is about it. Okay, so let's read the question number 2 and try to answer it. So, Dayani, I'm gonna start with you. I'm gonna read the question number 2. How have economic factors like housing prices or job security influenced family planning decisions in recent years? What do you think about this question?
They also have an influence, but in my opinion, they are not decisive. I believe like lack of time and the focus are the key factors.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I got your point. Yeah, and I agree as well with all of them. What about you, Rafael? What do you think about it?
I totally agree with Diane, and I would like to also development this kind of the economic factor is not how to say that the like she said decisive. I think it's a good point because I don't like when I think that we have different reasons for different people in the and how to say that the rich people have other problems. The people in the I don't know how to say it, middle class have other questions, and I think it's more like how to say that to housing prices, and the poor people other how to say that problems. But I don't like to put this thing just in economic factors because I think everyone has the right to decide to have a kid or not, and the problem to think I know that's not the question, but something that I'm thinking is the problem about how so that summarize all the factors to how so that influence it family to have another children in the economic factors. We can say that is how so that something just for the rich people, not for the poor people. So I think that the economic factors are so important. We have to feel ourselves how say that ourselves secured financially, but we have to how say that I think it's more about stability than how much you have or because we how say that we want more everything we always want more, so it's more about to me is stability, economic stability than how much how so that the people gain. So that's it to me.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, Rafael, for bringing your insights, your experiences as well, your knowledge about this subject. So let's move on to the question number 3. The question number 3 goes like this: What role do changing gender roles and career priorities play in the decision to have children? From my view, yeah, I think that when we start prioritizing our career and our personal growth, we stop thinking about having perhaps one another big responsibility, because I think that it's a really big responsibility having children nowadays. It's not a game. It's something serious, I believe. So that's why here in my house we are thinking about it so much. Because nowadays everybody here is working. We sometimes think about in this way. What are we going to do if we have a kid and we want to follow the dreams and the things that we are trying to do? It will be harder. and so we start prioritizing our personal growth, our careers, our studies, and I believe that is one of the main reasons why people nowadays try to do that. So yeah, I think that the gender roles as well. I believe that nowadays it's women that they were like forced to stay at home before. It has changed with time. Fortunately, I'm happy for that because I believe that everybody here in the world has the same the rights, and I believe that women as well they are starting like changing the mentality, the mindset that they as well can do. Obviously, can work and sustain a home economically, and as well I think it's an important fact that has changed, and so women as well are stopping to like dream to have children now that they are dreaming to have a career to have their own things, and before or in the back then I think that mindset was really different. I think that it was totally different. So that is my point. Dayani, what do you think about it?
Can I ask both of you a question? Question.
Yes, please go ahead.
Uh, do you to understand that the biggest problem is financial or time?
Both.
Yeah, to me, it's both too. But if I had to choose, I would say economic problem. It's the most important. But I think it's the two things, when you talk time, to me, it's even more than just the house that it's about how say that another dreams, not anymore to be a mother or a father, but have play other roles in the life. So to be a lawyer, to be other things, and it's harder. You know better than me how it's harder to work hard and to take care of your kids. So it's the both.
You
What do you
can
think?
only choose one.
To me, I will say money, but maybe it's more about me than about everyone.
I was thinking about money as well.
And for you, then.
Me. Of course, time.
Yeah, maybe after my first child, I will think like you. Maybe.
Ok. É para eu responder a três? Desculpa.
Uh-huh.
A child is gift from good, and the parent will ways be the responsibility of the parents. One of 10 will need to have more flexibility. Understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I completely agree that children are God's gift because, without them, we wouldn't be here. We come from our parents. They were children from our grandparents. So yeah, I totally agree with that. And I'm sure that if I become a father someday, I will do my best for him or for her. On the other hand, I think that it's for me at least so scary nowadays thinking about being a father. I think that I doubt a lot about myself if I will be I will be a good parent, a good father, of if we will be good parents with my wife. But then I believe I'm sure that nobody else before was 100% ready to be a father or a mother. And I think about my parents, and I'm sure that they were not good, they were not 100% ready, but even though that circumstances, they did a good job with us, with me and my siblings. So yeah, it's something that I need to think more about. Thanks so much, Dayani and Rafael. What do you think about it?
Yeah, it's now I'm thinking how said about the question that Diana how said asked to us if she's not how said that right that's more about time and that's to me time it's to me how said that time to use for other things so to achieve other dreams and maybe she's correct even to analyze myself so and it's totally linked with the question number three because I think especially in the family plans if we in the just how to say that the whole of the genders in our society the whole of the women was the how to say the whole that changed so because the men's in the how to say there are so much time that we are doing what we want to do to be a father, it was something unfortunately secondary, and we could choose also that have other dreams like we have a good job, do something that we want to develop ourselves in the different ways. But now with the gender equality and also that the gender division of labor are changed is how said is changed and this is something that changed our how said priorities and the question is we don't have any more how said mother that want to be 100% a mother and that should be frustrated and in the most part of case the women have the also the possibility and the dream to achieve the other positions even if it's not equal yet the women also that keep receiving less than also demands in the to do the same thing or not receiving the same also that opportunities to achieve your dreams. But yeah, it's a fact now, and it's something that someone the women don't accept anymore to be how say that easily to have two hard works like how say to be a mother 100% of the time and to work 100% of the time because it's very hard so I think that's the turning point of the decision to have a children because before to demand was something very easy because it was just how to say that have a children and it's not my business. I'm just a father. I'm not someone really responsible for the kids. So that's it.
Thank you so much, Rafael and Dayani, for your response. Let's move on to the question number four that I found as well so interesting to know more about more from you guys. So, like the question number four goes like this: how does the cost of raising a child impacted people's willingness to become parents? From my view, it impacted so much. At least for me, every single time that I go to the supermarket with my wife, sometimes we go to the baby sectors and we see the prices of the diapers, for example, or baby products, and we calculate how much we would spend if we would have children. And I think that it's something that changed over time. I believe that these kind of products were cheaper in the past. I think that if we compare it, how much people used to spend in this specific kind of items, it will be far away more cheaper in the past. I know that because nowadays I have colleagues who has a good salaries. Got they have good salaries. Like for example, I believe that here in Brazil, having a salary above 15,000 reals is a good salary. And even for those who have that salary and they have, for example, three or two children, it's so difficult to finish the month without debts. paying the school, paying the clothes, the food. I believe that it has changed so much over time, but it's my point of view. What about you, Dayane? What do you think about the question number 4?
Question 4, correct? Okay. Vamos. Peraí. 4. In my opinion, it doesn't impact much because there are more affordable options. What really impacts is the lack of time. Children need time only.
Yeah, they need time and love. So much love.
Very lost. Time igual não sei o que é, love.
Equal. Yeah. Thank you so much, Dayani. I completely agree. And I would like to know from you, Rafael, what do you think about it?
Yeah, no, I agree. Now I was thinking about myself, and I changed it after what Diana said. To me, the most important is time, and I'm not available and able now to give all the time that a child need. So, but to answer the question number 4 is about the cost. I think it's so important. There's so many people it's hard to to say just about one reason because it's a complex decision and you have to think about all the reasons to be sure. I think because the people has afraid our days are not good in the security token and we have to pay attention. But the cost is the other thing very important. I totally agree with all examples that you have had, Christian. So about the products in the supermarket, a good school. It's something very important, especially if you want to, if you don't will, how to say that you don't want to, how to say it, spend all your life, how to say, taking care of your children. You have to, how to say that, trust other people to help you. You have to, and unfortunately, it's also important to have your family that can do it for you for free, your friends, etc. But you have to have a good school to help you to teach your children good things. So it's not for free, and especially in Brazil, it's the public school. I was also that I studied there, and it's not a good school. So I think it's so important, and the people don't want anymore to have a children, just to have a children. The people are thinking, I think, how say that, to have us children and raising these children with dignity. So it's also important the how to think about the money to do it.
Thank you so much, Rafael. Let me ask you a question. I think that it's a personal question, but would you like to have children in the future?
Yeah, I like, but I'm not. I don't know if I will be something that I really wanted. Like I said, it's not just about money, but it's about stability and have help. Because like Diana also made me so that see, I need time, and when I don't have time, I need the people to help me. And like my mother and my life now. If I had a children now, it would be a big problem to me. To keep going, do what I'm doing. So to me, it's more about stability, and but I'm not sure
Mm-hmm.
because fortunately and unfortunately, the how said the job that I choose to my life, it's something that maybe I will achieve and how said that this is something stable. maybe when I will be how to say it, someone with 45 years. So uh, I don't know. I don't know. But it's something that I'm thinking about it. Maybe adoption too. Maybe my children is already born, but I'm not. I'm not sure. But it's something that I'm thinking more and more. Just because, like you said, many friends are having children now. So I'm a uncle so that in many places, and it's so good. And I started to asking myself if I want it. But to me, something that is very very important is to be in Brazil with my family, with my culture, and with a job. It's not necessary to have a good salary, good salary. Just something that I have a little bit of security that I will not lose my job, or for example, like here that I have just a temporary contract, and I don't know what I will do in the next year. If I will live here in Netherlands, if I will return to Paris, if I will come back to Brazil, it's so unstable to have a child. But I want to have one.
Rafael will have three
No,
in the future.
don't, maybe we don't know, but I don't. I don't think that how said it, that I have the mental health to have three kids.
We have to record this immersion. Let's
But
see in
yeah,
5 years.
yeah, no, my gosh, just one is good.
Okay. We would like to have a couple here in my home with my wife.
Yeah,
Yeah, but we are not sure when we are gonna start with that plan. But yeah, we would like to have them. And I was thinking about it because, for example, my brother, who is older than me, he doesn't have children. So, and he already decided to don't have them at
okay.
all. And my sister, the oldest one as well, she's older than me and is the oldest one. She doesn't have children. So, and I think it's so seriously about it. We are not like creating descendants for my parents, and it's something that I am a little bit concerned about, because I would like to like have more family, and continuing like how can I say it? Creating more Jimenez, that is my last name. And
Okay.
and something doing something like that. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Thank you so much, guys. Let's move on to the question number 5. Dayani, could you please read the question number 5 and answer it?
Resposta ou tem que ler em inglês?
Both. Read and answer.
Yes. Which many more questions and prejudice mostly financial. Understand?
It was about the question number 5.
Yes.
Do you think social
Do,
media and
do you
online?
think do you think social media and the online lifestyles have this? Okay?
Parenthood? Okay, yeah.
Ficou sem sentido. Desculpa a minha resposta aqui.
Not a problem.
Yeah, no problem. But that's why I asked if it was about the question number 5, because for me it isn't that it didn't match so well. But without problems, we will continue, and then if you have your answer, you can contribute as well. So, Rafael, what do you think about the question number 5?
Oh, I think it's a hard question because there are many people. I'm not. I don't have any more social media, but I know that today there are many people trying to influence others. How so that and many content about parenthood, motherhood. So something very how so that the mother and father style, especially mother to be honest. and the people are thinking. So there are many people that are being influenced for the people, but not in a good way, because this is not a good real how say that situation about how say that have a children, because the people, even if it's some influencers will share a little bit how say that a problem, an issue, but it's not the real issue, it's not the real problem. So it's hard. I think in the social media we have the good examples. There's someone that's trying to really how so that give information for the people, but inform the people. But the most I have the impression that the most of part of the contents are not good, because they are not real. Uh, and the problem is the people are thinking now that they are not able to do it, or if they already have a child, they are how say that they bad or mothers or fathers. So I think that's a problem. I don't know how much this is influenced the how say the decision. But I think the big problem about the social media and this kind of thing, the parenthood, is that we are having a dream. You are thinking about something not real. It's not. Parenthood to me is not something. In the real life is not the something thing that in the social media.
Thank you so much. But you said that you don't have social media anymore, but you have your LinkedIn over there.
Yeah, it's true. It's false. I don't have it. I don't have I said that the Instagram, Facebook,
Okay,
stuff like
I
that.
didn't
But
know that.
yeah. I just say to me that oh, I'm how said, wasting my time with Instagram. But the LinkedIn for now I'm using. But I think that if I in the moment when I will be how said, maybe a professor in a public university. That's my dream. I will give up of LinkedIn, because it's good, but it's something that
It's not that
can
good.
make me addicted to. So
Yeah, okay, got it. Thank you so much, Rafael. From my view as well, social media has impacted so much the decision that people are taking nowadays. I believe, as you said, influencers are that has grown or has were born in the new area, in the new era, and as well with the new mindset. I believe that those who don't want to have children, they are influencing so much to the new generations. And yeah, I think it's that it's in a nutshell. Dayani, what do you think about it? The question number 5. Do you want to add something?
And can you actually now? Posso responder agora?
I was asking that.
Isso, consegui fazer aqui um negócio. Então, influence in negative, we must of the time showing a life of fat. Real life is different. Only.
good.
I completely agree. I believe that on social media we watch normally something that isn't real. In social media like Instagram, even in LinkedIn, there are a lot of things that looks unreal. I think that when we are in the real situation, we understand that it was not like we thought before, and perhaps for example, that feeling that being scary about having children could change if we really try to do it and being there and perhaps enjoying that moment. I think that it will totally change the mindset that I currently have, for example. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much, Dayani and Rafael again. And let's move on to the question number 7. I think it's a good one. It's related to COVID-19. Rafael, what do you think about it? In your opinion, how has the COVID-19 pandemic affected people's decision about having children?
Sure. I've never thought about it before, but I will try it. Give an action during my also that thinking process. So I think well the people were scaring maybe about the also that the pandemic moment. It was a moment that everyone had to think more about the life and the people realized that we are here, but we cannot be here anymore. In the just in the in the how said it, one day we are here, today tomorrow today we are here, tomorrow we can just die. So it was a moment to think about it and to have children, maybe that fear and that how so that can how so that be something negative to decide to a negative factor to influence us to have another child, because something that I don't want, because is to have a child and die just again. So because just after, and it's something that because of that I'm not sure if I will have a child in the future, because uh, I'm getting old. I don't have any how's that projection to have a child in the future, in the close future. And maybe when I will be how's that open, that will be a little bit late, because to be sure I don't have. I think that I will not live so much with my how's that genetic, the health problems that I have that I already have, and I would not like how say that to have a child and die just after. So the pandemic moment, something that I think is the pandemic moment show us our fragilities and show us the problems of the world, and that can be, in my opinion, a negative factor to have a child.
Yeah, that's a good point. Thank you so much, Rafael. And something that I would like to add as well is about religion. There are a lot of religion who believes that Jesus will come back again someday, and it's my case because I am Adventist. I believe in that. Catholic church as well believe in the same thing, and we started thinking about that. We are almost there. We are in the final times of the words, and we think twice. We think, why we are gonna have children if it's gonna end soon? And it's something that is happening as well in my context with in my church, in my religion. I'm not sure if you have an experience similar, but at least it's something as well we start asking ourselves in my religion Adventist context. As why are gonna bring children to the world to suffer? Because at least in Adventist church we believe that the last times will be so difficult. They will be so dangerous for people, for Christians in general. And it's a good example, or a good interesting example perhaps, for those who don't have the same beliefs than me. So yeah, it's something I wanted to share. Diane, what do you think
Very
about
good.
it, about the question number 7? Rafael, did you want to add something?
No, no, no. Just I just like it. What you said, and I think if it was if I was also a Christian too, that will be decisive to me. So because even if I don't believe, I don't have a religion, it's a right a problem to me, because it's something that I'm saying. The world is more difficult in many senses, and but to me it's more about myself. It's it's egoist a little bit. Then to my but it's thinking about my child, that I think it's so hard if you don't have a father, if you don't have a mother, your life it's even more hard in this world. So because of that, I think so much to have another child.
Thank you so much, Rafael. Let's move on to Diane. What about you? What do you think about the question number 7?
I lost my mother to the COVID. Very sad.
Mhm.
But let's go to question. Just a moment, please. 7. People were a friend of the unknown and the future. As pessoas ficaram com medo do desconhecido do futuro.
Yeah, yeah, and your answer is related to mine. That we are so worried about the future. We think that perhaps we are so scared about death. I think that we started thinking more deeply about if we are gonna live longer enough to raise children, and it's something that has affected so much the new generation of those who still don't have children, and I think it affected so much. Let me see if we have time for another question. I don't think so because there is another immersion at 3 p.m. Let me see here. What are the long-term social economic experiences? There's like a difficult question to talk about. How cultural expectation are okay, I think that we can finish right now. But before closing the room, I would like to know from you guys how was your experience in this immersion? If you learned something new. I would like to know from you, Dayani, how was it for you? How was the immersion for you? And how was your first experience here in the platform? You can do it in Portuguese if you want, there is no problem. Como que foi a sua primeira imersão aqui na plataforma? Se você pudesse compartilhar sua experiência, por favor.
Eu estou extremamente assustada, porém muito feliz de ter tido a coragem de mergulhar nessa imersão. E não vou desistir, vou continuar, como o Rafael bem colocou ali, me deu forças também, eu vou continuar e tenho certeza que logo, logo eu estarei conversando mais fluidamente com todos vocês.
Se você estava assustada, não deu para perceber. Eu achei você bem tranquila, nem achei que você estava, tipo, nervosa. Mas, assim, é um sentimento que acho que todo mundo já passou. O Rafael, que teve que ir para a França, eu que moro aqui no Brasil, e agora estou aprimorando o inglês. É um sentimento normal, e quanto mais você se expõe para esse sentimento, você vai é, agir melhor com esse sentimento. Então, vai evoluindo aos poucos. Então, parabéns. Estar aqui já é uma vitória para você. Então, somente continuar e bora para cima. E for finishing this part, I already spent all of my Portuguese with you, and I would like to know from you, Rafael, how was it for you?
Yeah, I will talk in Portuguese too, just for this final one. So, mas
Yeah,
foi
please.
muito legal, como sempre. Enfim, aprendi palavras novas, assim. Willingness, eu tive que procurar. E falar sobre esse tópico eu achei muito incrível, assim. Acho que é uma coisa que toca todo mundo. Isso é uma coisa que antes era dada como garantida e hoje a gente, na nossa
Uhum.
sociedade, é algo que está em debate. É aceitável você falar que não quer ter filhos, o que não era
Uhum.
no passado. Todo mundo ia ficar, como assim? Você não quer ser feliz, né? E foi muito legal, principalmente ter você aqui, Daiane, para trazer um ponto de vista que nem mudou totalmente. Antes eu estava pensando só, falei, não, acho que o dinheiro é mais importante. Depois eu pensei bem, falei,
Aham.
não, nem é. Para mim é uma questão de estabilidade para ter tempo e garantir um pouco dos dois lados, assim. E tô falando em português também para parabenizar você de ser mais claro, né, Daiane? Enfim, você tá aqui, continua, vai para cima. Eu também, honestamente, eu acho que esse sentimento ele só diminui, ele não passa, assim, totalmente, em todas
Aham,
as línguas
exatamente.
estrangeiras. Porque às vezes você tem situações, ambientes que você vai estar confortável. Eu acho que daqui a pouco tempo você vai estar já muito confortável aqui no Talk and Talk, mas ainda é sempre um desafio. Que nem hoje mesmo falando aqui com vocês, eu travei algumas vezes, aí eu falo, meu Deus do céu, vai ser difícil, mas vai para cima aí. E obrigado pela sua participação, foi muito importante, porque aqui a gente fala de outras línguas, mas também aprende coisas da vida, então foi muito legal. Já deu tempo
Exatamente.
aqui.
Eu me senti muito confortável com vocês. Acho que isso é importante para
Aham,
para
Concordo.
me estimular a continuar. Muito obrigada, viu?
aham. E assim, foi bom que você apareça nessa imersão, porque eu estava pensando, tomara que alguém que tenha filhos apareça na imersão, porque imagina o Rafael e eu falando de filhos aqui.
Ia ser difícil.
Aí fica mais difícil. Muito obrigado, Daiane, Rafael, por estar aqui. Espero vê-los na minha próxima imersão.
Até sexta
Valeu,
que vem. Valeu,
bom
Cris.
final de semana. Tchau, tchau.